What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. My name is Stryfium. In this video, we are going to be doing something completely different. We're going to be taking a replay from a driver, in which case today it's Mr. Paris. He gave us a replay file, which is something new that you can do in F1 2021, and I was so happy when they added this because I knew I'd be able to get some replays, I'd be able to get some onboards and do some commentating. So that's what we've done today. We've gotten Paris's onboard, his replay of a visceral social race in Brazil, and there was some wild racing, some hard defending, and we're going to take a look at some of the great highlights and take a look while commentating as well. I hope you enjoy the video. We'll see you at the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brazil. It is Paris coming down into turn one right now here on lap 2, and it's time and shoot coming through up the inside, or the outside we'll call it, through turn 2 and now 3. And a little bit of battling going on here between the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo on our way into turn 4. This was a very intense race here. It is a VSR social race, of course, on board with Paris in the Ferrari. MRL Tier 1 champion for 2020 and Season 4, and of course he's got a number of accolades such as AOR PC runner-up, FNL runner-up, and TRS F1 runner-up in 2020. And he's also got a good number of accolades in 2019, SF1 double champion, SF2 double champion, and an F1 Esports Playoff Series qualifier. So a good resume for Mr. Paris, and doing a lot of battling in this race with time and shoot, excuse me. And one thing here that I like to talk about in this race is the amount of intensity that any of these esports races have. We come into turn 4 here, and you can see Timon moving through on the inside of Andreas through turn 4. Now it's between the two Ferraris. Paris wanting to get through. He's got to watch it because he's got Alberola on his rear. And it's a very intense race. There was not a lot of breathing room in this Brazilian Grand Prix, and that it is preset setups. So everybody's pretty well working with a similar car. You could go on a different preset, but it's a lot of fun to see how these races unfold. This race was before we even got into the month of August, so it was still very early on in the release of the game. We're still very early on in the release, but of course, here we go. Another clip now. This is crucial because this is a major moment in Paris's race. He comes into the pit lane here at the end of lap 11, just beginning lap 12. He's looking for an undercut here. He's looking for an undercut not only on Time and Shoot, who's kind of been his rival in this race, but his teammate Andreas as well. What has he done though? He's gone onto the hard compound tires. He's come in for a decent undercut. He's going to get out of the pit lane here, and then we're going to jump on over to now the following lap. It's actually 2 laps ahead where he's coming through turn 1. We've just begun lap 14, and Time and Shoot has pit. He's coming out of the pit lane now, and Paris actually successfully completes an undercut on the Alfa Romeo. And of course, Andreas has not yet pit in that other Ferrari. Major thing to note here though, Time and Shoot is on the medium compound tires. So although Paris has completed the undercut, he's not on the most ideal compound tires. So here's what happens. We come down through into turn 1. You can see in the rearview mirror just ever so carefully, and now to the inside. There goes Time and Shoot, shooting up the inside of turn 1 here and getting an easy move. And there's not much that Paris can do after that because of those medium compound tires. Then we have Alvaro. He comes through, and he has the medium compound tires on that Williams as well. We flip on back. Here goes Paris and Alvaro. They're coming up to Bryn in that Haas. He has not yet pit, to my knowledge, in this race. He's on the hard compound tires just the same as Paris, but they're much more worn. So of course Alvaro and Paris, they just mug him through the first sector here, and they push their way to turn 4. Bryn doesn't really have much of a chance here, and not only does he lose out to Alvaro and of course Paris, but he loses to the other Ferrari and Andreas as well. Andreas notably within half a second of Paris despite staying out an extra few laps. Now here we have Andreas, lap 22. He actually pushes through on the inside of Paris in turn 1 for a little bit of team exchanging. Not too much happening after that. We move on to lap 30. Paris, again, he's on the rear of his teammate. Some Brazil 2019 vibes here. We've got Paris, of course, moving on the inside of Andreas through turn 4. It's a very neat overtake here for Paris. Not too much fighting between the two Ferraris right now, which is something I like to see. And then we have another flip back to the penultimate lap. Paris is defending Andreas right here. Andreas was on the inside very tight there through turn 1. Now we come through the Senna S into turn 4. DRS enabled for Andreas, and there's just not much in it for Paris here to defend against DRS. Now we move through into, of course, the final lap, and it's going to be a very, very nice race finish for the two Ferraris, 4 and 5, and you love to see it. And I just love watching these races. Of course, if you have any replays you wish to send me, find me in Discord, hit me up. I'm always looking to review them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wild racing from Paris. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, if you did, help me out, hit that thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel, and leaving me a comment and letting Paris know that you enjoyed his driving as well would be great, because of course he'll be taking a look, and we'll see you in the next video. Of course, if you're interested in submitting a replay to me, all you got to do, jump into the Discord, shoot me a message. I'm happy to take a look at any racing. All right, take it easy. Have a great one.